Is it worth funding the DEI programs in the military? What good has it brought to the military? We have the biggest recruitment crisis that we've ever had. That is a fact. And I believe that the DEI programs and the politicization of our military is another big reason why. Give us one single argument why the Chief Diversity Officer is worth funding.
I want to answer my colleague, Mr. Banks' question, because actually learning about systemic racism and cultural differences and bias, it's not only about cohesion within our military, it actually is about our military operations around the world. At a time when we're facing a recruitment challenge, to me, it makes no sense to be putting more barriers up to the very young people we should be recruiting and we should be trying to get to want to join the military.
Really, at the end of the day, when you're debating, you're making arguments, you're making a point, and this is the argument that my colleague, Mr. Gates, is making with this. I think he's raising with this amendment by offering it. Is it worth it? Is it worth the taxpayer investment and the time, the millions of hours that are spent on DEI in the military? We have seen the public trust in the military sharply decline. I believe a big reason why is because of the left-wing DEI agenda and politicizing our military in a way that we have never seen before. Down 22% last year, the public trust in our military since 2017, a sharp decline in the public trust in our military. That's one reason that we should be defunding DEI programs, which are political programs, politicizing our military.
First, I want to say that we know that we have a recruitment and retention issue, and as the person on this dais closest to the age of the people we're trying to recruit, I can tell you for a fact that this is something that the people we are trying to recruit care about because they want to know that they will be accepted into the military. We know that underrepresented communities like women and people of color are worried about possible discrimination and acceptance in our military and therefore decide not to join. We know this. There are lots and lots of studies. It's not only about cohesion within our military, it actually is about our military operations around the world. Our failures in Afghanistan, the Sahel, Vietnam are due in part to our superficial understanding of history, society, culture, of the places that we are working in and the part that our country has played in these countries and around the world. And as a nation, it's imperative that we properly prioritize both students and military leaders to think differently, to reckon with the dark chapters of our history, to understand systems, to understand bias, to understand and recognize their own blind spots. This isn't just a matter of wokeness or equity, although I represent Southern California, so I think that would be great. This is about making sure that we do not make the same mistakes moving forward that we have in the past, and it has real material impacts on our military and our national security. So that is why I think it's so important that not only do we not defund this, that we actually make sure that our military service members are learning about systems and biases, that very skills they're going to need to use when we send them to other countries and they're going to have to figure out how to work with people who are different than themselves to achieve our shared national security goals. Thank you. I yield back.